are here with the Rocky Top teacher for this week's Monday's Moment. Hello, February. Where in the world did you come from? In January, why did you go so quickly? I feel like we just came back from Christmas break yesterday, and now January is gone and February is here. And hopefully this school year will slow down just a little bit because it really is flying by. What I would like to share with you this week is super quick, but something that I really am challenging myself to do this month. At the end of every month, I look back on things that happened in the previous month, things that I want to change, I want to make better for the upcoming school month. And what I'm going to do in the month of February is I'm going to make sure that I'm checking in with my students and talking with them and chatting with them. The whole first half of the school year, I spend a lot of time and take a lot of time out of the school day to build relationships with my students. I want to create a really good classroom culture with my students so that way they feel safe, they feel motivated, they feel encouraged, they feel like they can work alongside of me, they can share with me, they respect me, and they respect their classmates. And we create this environment where students can succeed and they can fail together and support each other in that journey. So even though the first half of the school year is done and we built up that foundation, I have to remind myself not to just let it go. I have to maintain those strong relationships that we built together. And a lot of that can come from talking with my students. So in the month of February, that's going to be my goal. And one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a teacher chat. And my students are going to talk with me as much as possible. I'm going to try to make it through all of my students each week. And we're going to complete this little form that I have. I know you can't see this very well, but I'm going to put this on my blog so that way you can download it and use it if you want to. But there are 3 sections. The first section says, tell me something good. I just want to talk to my students. I just want to listen to them. Tell me something good that's going on. Maybe you got to play outside this weekend with your family because the weather's been so bad here that you finally had a good weekend to go play. Or maybe you had cousins that you got to play with and visit with. Maybe mom and dad took you out to eat for dinner or you saw a movie. It can be anything. I'm just interested in hearing about your life. Tell me about something. And I'm going to tell you about something that's going on with me. I share about my dog Hero all the time, and I really think that a couple of my students feel like Hero is their dog as well. But I just want to talk with them. I want them to know that I'm listening to them as well. I care about what they say, what they think, what's going on. I am there for them. And a lot of times students just want you to listen. So even if you don't take a few minutes out of your time just to do something like a teacher chat, if a student walks up to you and wants to share, let them. They just want to be in your life. All right, the second part of my form is called Did You Know? I really want my students to know that I'm proud of them. So I'm going to pick at least one thing for each student. I'm going to say, hey, you are just a little math whiz. You have been doing a great job in math this week, and I am so proud of you. Or, hey, I love the way that you led our small group discussion last week. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. Or maybe it's a student that doesn't usually talk and they raise their hand in class. Or maybe they were nice to another student and you want to tell them that you're proud of them. It can be anything. Just take a moment to let the students know that you are proud of them for something and motivate them, encourage them to be the best that they can be. The last one is let's draw. And this is really for my kiddos in my class, but maybe you will find it fun as well. I can't draw at all. And I tell my students that at the beginning of the year. But I also tell them that even though I can't draw, I absolutely love to do so. And I have not had a class yet that is not just the best support system when it comes to me drawing. When we build our acre charts, when I try to draw things, oh, Miss Young, that looks really good this week. I can tell that's supposed to be a tree. They're great. So I'm going to draw for them. It can be a stick figure of them playing outside with their friends. It can be a calendar because I told them that I was proud of the way they did calendar. I'm just going to draw for them and hopefully they enjoy it. But I'm going to give this sheet to them and it's going to be them connecting with me and reaching out to me, and it's going to be a chance for me to touch base with my students and let them know that they are important and they are wonderful and I value everything about them. So this is my challenge for this week. I hope you will take it as a challenge for yourself as well. And if you're looking for other ways to reach out to your students and to just let them know that you are thinking about them and that you do care about them. Make eye contact with them, greet them, tell them a joke, just listen if they have something they want to share with you. Maybe it's a student in your building that's not in your class, still say hi to them in the hallway. Just let them know that you are there. And a lot of that just comes from you communicating with them and interacting with them. They want you to. Don't hide yourselves from them. Be open to them. Share yourselves with your students. Love them because that's all they want you to do. All right, and I'm going to leave you with a quote this week that has a lot to do with being that role model for your students and interacting with them. And it spoke volumes to me because I feel like this is kind of what I've been doing in the month of January that I want to change a little bit in this new month. This is from the book Tara Brown, by Tara Brown. It's called Different Cultures, Common Ground. If you do not know who Tara Brown is, I suggest you look her up on YouTube. She has a website. She is literally an amazing teacher, educator, motivator. She has got some spunk in her, and she is really good at sharing her love for education and just being around kids with others. She's really, really inspiring. So if you're not familiar with her, go check her out. But one of the quotes that she includes in her book is from a Melody McCarty, and it says, "The kids in our classroom are infinitely more significant than the subject matter we teach." Wow. Talk about finding a quote that just hits exactly what you feel and what you're wanting to change about your classroom this next month. I want to be more than just a teacher to my students. I want to be that person in their lives that they look up to, that they feel they can talk to, that they know is their number one supporter. There is no limit in life of what our students can do. They can do anything they set their minds to, and never let them feel anything different. Be their motivator and their supporter and their encourager this week. Talk with them, interact with them, open yourselves up to them, and just listen. Remember also that you are amazing. You are fabulous. I am so glad that you are an educator. You are changing lives, and we need you. Go out and be an amazing force in the education world this week. And I will see you again next week. Have a great week.